You know, there's a video I saw that said, if you're so far behind, why are you always the youngest one in the room? And I appreciate that reminder because I'd be comparing myself to people who are 5, 10, 20 years older than me and being like, damn, I wish I had their life. And it's like, girl, if you give yourself time to get there, you'll have their life and more, because look at where you are right now. You're not behind, you're so far ahead, but you keep comparing your chapter 1 or chapter 3 to other people's chapter 25. But shit, rent needs to be paid in chapter 3 in order for me to be able to get to chapter 25, ain't it? And so yeah, I appreciate technically the reassurance of like, I'm not far behind. I'm not behind. Like, I quite literally am the youngest in any space that I'm in, personal or professional. So I guess it's fine. Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. Maybe I just need to humble myself and climb up the ladder. But it's like, damn, I kind of like my life the way it is. I want to keep my life at this level and up and to the right. And I understand life has its ups and downs and things can't always go well for you. But I'm sorry. The first 20 years of my life taught me that things can go well for me. My life was up and to the right. I got straight A's. And then I went to college for free. And I graduated with honors. Like, what the hell? Who knows? Maybe I should just apply for machine learning. Free machine learning masters. But it's like, I don't want to be in school. Yeah. I want to coach. I'm a coach. I love coaching. Like, do you think I can get a scholarship to MIT? But the point is, even if I got a scholarship to MIT right now, we do not live in a world where education matters, right? We live in a world where who you know matters. And the actual real world experience matters, because curriculum moves too slow, and especially in the world of tech and machine learning and AI. So it's like, why are you getting your master's degree in AI? Just build some shit, right? And that's Alex Hormozy, my favorite. His approach to things, he's like, you could go back to school and spend the next 2 years learning something that'll be outdated by the time you graduate and still have to network and build actual proof of skill once you graduate, or you could just spend the next 2 years doing that right now and then be successful in 2 years without having to start from scratch, but with the confidence of a degree attached to your name. Give yourself a master's by mastering life, you know? And that's what I'm trying to do. I've spent all day, not really all day, but like, I've spent what feels like all day emotionally. And that's the problem. The amount of work I do, but compared to the amount of work I actually do, compared to the amount of work that I feel like I do, wow. I'll be like, I've been working on this all day. And literally it was 2 hours. To be fair, the 2 hours are spread out all day because you can't just stare into the abyss and chug along like a machine, unlike every fucking corporation would wish you would. But yeah, I think it's like 2.5 hours really trying to make progress on life. And I don't know, man. I don't know, because it's like you know, I know I just said nothing helpful, but like, let's see, applied today. Program manager, virtual sales, not selected. How the fuck is it that I wasn't selected for a job that only pays 50K? Also, why aren't you notifying me when I'm not selected? Man, this is why people end up jumping off a roof. Isn't the lightning behind me pretty cool? I'll open it up so you can see it. I'm actually wearing pants. Haha. I think it's so wild when people are like, haha, I'm not wearing pants. I'm like, what if you have to get up? What are you talking about? Also, the sunset looks so cool while this lightning storm is brewing, and I love a good lightning storm with no rain. And just like mild thunder, because the thunder around here can get pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. So, anyway, all of that is to say, I'm trying my best, and my best doesn't feel like it's good enough. Yeah. And then there's LinkedIn. I don't even want to complain on LinkedIn. But you know what I do want to complain about? I want to complain about complaining. Because we live in a world that's like objectively terrible. And people are like, oh, well, life's unfair. Get over it. And I'm like, you know what's unfair? COVID, right? Because you just breathe and now you're dead. But that's like the type of unfair that's a force of nature. Or even this, if this turned into a hurricane right now and killed me, that would be so unfortunate. But that's like an objective unfairness that is not being enacted by someone breaking a moral or ethical code. But when I say life is unfair, I'm talking about human beings selfishly, sociopathically, psychopathically, lacking empathy, choose to make choices that destroy other people's lives to their benefit in a way that like doesn't actually fucking matter. Whoa. That was bright. In a way that doesn't actually fucking matter, right? Like the guy who raised the price on penicillin. By the way, penicillin was literally the person who discovered penicillin made the patent for penicillin free on purpose so that people could get access to medicine. And then here comes this guy making it $1,000, a life-saving required medicine that was free, into $1,000 so that he can make record profits. That's so unnecessary. That's the shit I'm talking about. And people are like, well, shit, life's unfair. Life does not have to be unfair in that way. That's an active, selfish, unethical, immoral choice to fuck people's quite literal lives over just so you can have extra money in the bank. To do what exactly? Because it's not going to make you any happier. I've done plenty of research on what makes life actually feel fulfilling. Oh my God, am I going to die? Oh, that would be so nice, wouldn't it? But what makes life fulfilling is good relationships, exercise, sunlight, health, not $1,000 upcharge on penicillin. I can't even say diminishing returns on happiness. There's no returns on happiness on that level of evil. And we have a trillionaire now, folks. Elon Musk is a trillionaire. There's a trillionaire on this earth. And I know people are like, oh, well, it's a net worth thing. He doesn't actually have $1 trillion. How much does he have? Because it's not actually going to change my argument. Even if you say he only has $120 billion liquid, that man still has $120 billion liquid. And the thing that's so crazy about that is that Elon Musk makes $2 billion a year reselling government subsidies that he receives. But he actively also advocates for removal of all government welfare programs. So, oh my God. Whew. I hope this is Jesus. Jesus, take me. Please, I'm ready to go. I'm so ready to go. Just shoot me through the heart. Make it quick, because I can't afford medical bills. You know, I used to be scared of dying, but it's gotten to that point when, you know, when penicillin is $1,000 and MRI is $10K, you kind of just like, you know, would it be so bad to go out like that? Anyway, life is unfair. COVID is unfair. hurricanes are unfair. Making penicillin $1,000 a piece is a choice. And it's especially evil because it was not life-threatening to you, the cost of that penicillin, but it was life-threatening to someone else, and you decided your bank account and the number of commas in it was more important than thousands or millions of people's lives. And that's not the type of unfair that you can just wave off as, oh shit, sometimes life's unfair. Because it never had to be unfair like that. That was an active choice.